What is up, guys? This is Ron from Dumshift. This is gonna be a bit of an interesting type of video because today I wanted to do something different. So today we're gonna tour the Dumshift Minecraft server. So for starters, this server is essentially a one house type thing, which means that everything we build has to be connected in some sort. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a tour of what's in it so far. We're going to start with this. We're going to go around. I'm going to show you what we built so far. And then, I just figure, I'll show this off because I think it's a pretty cool world. I would like to flex it a little bit. So we're going to start here. And as you can see, this is the communal area. So we have all the furnaces. We got, stone cutter. Got bridge here, oh, and the portal room here, right? So this is like a communal area where we link everything up, and this is like public access for everybody, right? Then as you can see, we have a ender chest. So the point of this area is basically to link everything together, right? And this is also what everything connects to. So this was the first structure built. But then if we go outside a bit, what is this? I actually haven't seen this before. Well, never mind that. Let's continue. If we go outside a bit, you'll see we can go up here and we can look at this here farm, right? Now this farm is basically a food source. So, hold on, let me replay a little bit. That looks like all I can replant. So this area is a farm. It is a farming area. We also have, hold on, if I can get here. There's also a animal farm down over here, which I don't see much grass here, which is kind of concerning. But we have sort of communal setups of. This is the base area, right? Okay, this is the farm. Animal farm is back there, right? And then, just to sidetrack y'all a little bit, we have over here, I'm gonna try to jump this. This is, Eric's house, right? So we have a really nice downstairs. We've got a bunch of really nice stone, some wood, some logs, fences. And then we have our upstairs area, which I actually really like for the most part. I think this blockade, I wouldn't do this if this were my house personally, but I like his house a lot. I think it's a really cool place. So this is Eric's house, right? And then if you go down here, we also have a mining operation. So that is Eric's house. As you can see, there's a sign here. I put this one here.
What the dog doing?
Cause this thing was sitting over here. It is unfortunately been moved since. Next, that's the chamber room. I think we should talk about mini base. Now, mini base is essentially what I've done in absence of my home, right? So we have what it is essentially it's like. Where if you're like in a fight with like, let's say one of these guys, or you're kind of in a combat scenario, you can like run into a mini base. And then on the contrary, you can live in these, or you can use these as temporary housing. And they have like storage, they got beds, we got crafting tables, we got the bare essentials for you to be able to get off your feet. And I currently have 3 of these, so one's right here. And then we're going to move out, and I'll show you number 2. And the second one is probably my biggest accomplishment on this server yet, so I'm actually really proud of this. The farm is the start of the bridge we have here, and as we walk along the pathway, as we can see, it's mostly stone. There's some deep slate variation here. Now, I want to get your attention to these support beams, these wood support beams down here, because, Quan built these for me, and he did a really great job, because I feel like this bridge would probably look really weird if it didn't have any support down here. So I really got to thank him for helping me out, and I really appreciate that on his part. So moving on here, we're going up. We're increasing our altitude, right? There it is. There it is. So jump, 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 parkour. And then we're just gonna hit mini base number 2, right? Now this one is a lot more ambitious. It probably has a little work that needs to be done, you know. I imagine if something spawns in this room or something attacks you, probably get knocked off into the ocean pretty easy. But, you know, we have our bed, we have this. I don't think we have a chest yet. So, then here, this is the start of mini base number 4. And me and Eric and Quan, I've told all the boys about the idea here. But essentially what we want to do, right, is when you go along this path here, you may notice that there's a little something here. There's another skyblock island. So what we want to do, right, is we're close to connecting it. I just need a little more stone. There's also some iron over there I'm gonna get once we get to it, right? We're gonna connect the island back there with the island over here. And then we're gonna take all this like all this slab bridge. Oh crap, there's another island over there we could hit too. I didn't just notice that. We're gonna take all this slab and we're gonna build like, we're gonna use it as the middle of rails, and then we can build like a very long, wide like area up here. So essentially we'll have land in the sky, and then we can put a rail system across these skyblock islands. And I figure, you know, the island out there can be mini base number 4, and maybe that can be number 5. So I'm just gonna jump into the ocean and swim. It's probably quicker. Let me kill these guys for some food. Alright, thank you. Alright, so now we're approaching mini base number 3. In this one, as you can see, we have the indicator, which is just a giant 3 there. So we're just gonna cross the bridge here and get it going. Okay, and we're in. This is mini base number 3. You know, we've walled off cave area. Actually, I'm gonna put a door in right now. So we walled off the cave area. You know, we just added a door for exploration. But this is mini base number 3. You know, this is essentially the upper mountain region, right? I wanted to put the big 3 here because I figured it'd be cooler than just putting a sign that says mini base 3. Plus, you know, when you're all the way down here, you probably can't read a sign as well as you can read a giant 3. So now we're gonna look around some more, and right here, this is wow, I need to eat so I don't die. Hold on. And right here, this is Quan's house. Quan lives on this bottom floor, and Rai lives up here. About these llamas, there was a trading villager in this house. I don't know if there still is, right? But we essentially had to, I kind of had to like, how do I phrase this? The llamas had a little accident and they slipped out the house. So I had to, lead them up here. And so they're just kind of awkwardly hanging. Oof. So this is Quan and, Rai's house. You know, it's very maximalist, very extreme. I kind of like it myself. It's pretty cool. I like the materials I used. So we're just gonna use this little bridgeway area and get back inside, eat, and I'll cut back when, you know, it's daytime and I'm not at half heart. Alright guys, we're back. So at this point we're like hitting a slower point. I'm gonna show you a few more things and then we're gonna head out. So this is I think this is a kelp farm. I don't really know. It's kind of ugly. The sign, "Will Make Better Soon," has been sitting here for a while now. So I don't know. I don't really care about this. It's just kind of neat. We have this area. We use this area to fish a lot out here in this like pond by the bridge. So that's a cool thing about that, I guess. And then let me just show you a few more things, and then I'll show you the last house. So first, hold on. Okay. So first things first, we have underwater here. We have a little entrance to the central house, right? So if you're struggling underwater, we also have that. We have that, and we also have this, which is been added very recently. So we have those two things. This is the bone meal farm, from what I can tell. So if I just get any bone meal? Guess not. Okay, so what that does is essentially when we have this underwater system like this, it can, if we expand it out, crap, you can even access an ender chest from here, right? So if you expand it out properly, and you know, we were talking about, because I have the appropriate amount of nautilus shells, so we were talking about possibly making a conduit for this area, or making it so you could kind of move about underwater. I feel like it would be very cool to have an underwater section here. So now we're gonna talk about probably the last part of this video, but this is gonna be Dilly's house. Reason we chose Dilly's house for last is because it hasn't been properly connected yet. We have a little trail of drip leaf here, but you know, it's not quite connected, but it's getting closer over time. However, Dilly's house is undeniably very nice, so we're just gonna bridge on over. And here we have, keep in the chest. Here we have Dilly's house. Very nice, very modern. I like the brick aesthetic, you know. Cool use of these slabs on the roof. And doors currently blocked off by city, and maybe that's to prevent mobs. I don't know, but we can get a peek inside, and we can take a little look-see here. Then there's like, oh man, I really like this window up here actually. I don't know what this like copper stuff does, but I think it looks kind of cool. So the buttons must be for effect. Okay, so that's Dilly's house. Really gotta love the way it looks. Oh, this tree's not replanted. Gotta love the way it like feels. And then this is really cool too. I see a trident sticking out the tree. Somebody must have had a rough night. So we're just gonna kind of go back to the central base, you know, wrap this all up, and then we'll see you guys next week, you know, or maybe I won't see you guys next week. Whoever, dumshift will see you next week. We'll see you next week. So here we are, back where we started with this beautiful netherite ingot, and yeah. Bye, guys.
Growing up, the world told me I could not address her. Gangsters put that heat to your head like a hairdresser. If you press an issue on they block.